Alright, so here I am on my Shadow Priest, and I'm rolling with a Boomkin. I found it looking for group. Here, just dotting everything up. Dotting the Warlock, stunning the Warlock, silencing him, doing all that fun stuff. The Boomkin dropped his silence beam thing, solar beam. We got double coiled, he's casting Immolate. When he has Immolate up, he's going to be getting soul shards. He's popping his cooldowns. He got Dark Soul up, as well as his shield thing, so we can't interrupt him. But I just mind control him. I pull the Warlock away, forcing the Paladin to come back. I get Repentanced. I'm gonna get feared. Someone's getting feared. My Druid got feared. I mind control him again. I use my cloak so I can get out of the corruption. Again, I have to dot everything up. I don't have any dots up right now, so I don't have any pressure. Just getting feared around. Silenced him. And just throwing up dots again. I got rooted. He's throwing a Chaos Bolt. He's trying to coil. He did coil. I stunned him. Mind Flame. I got feared. He has Siphoning up, so he's taking reduced healing. He's throwing Chaos Bolts out at my Druid. Mind controlled him again, bringing him over here. Since the Paladin's way over there, my Druid has a lot of instant cast, and I'm able to dot him up. I got Repentance into a root. Doesn't do much for me. Dotting him again. Paladin's running that way, and I don't know what he's doing. I can take a couple Chaos Bolts because he doesn't have his Dark Soul up, which is his DPS cooldowns. Throwing Maledict, but he had Reflect up, so it's going to tick back on me. And I got Vampiric. He popped Bubble. I mean, I probably should have MD'd him, but I just decided to drag him over, and he dies. Trying to separate him from the healer and stop the heals, really. And he's just going to die here, or he leaves. Something happens. There we go. We win. Going against a Fury Warrior Guardian Druid. We wanted to go against the Guardian Druid initially, just because the Fury Warrior, he can just Bloodthirst and all his other stuff that he has. About like halfway through, like our damage and everything, we decided to go Fury, but before we even do that, we're just dotting everything up. And we're going to kite him back and forth, because whenever they do damage, they heal, so... And they don't really take much damage as is. So there I faded. So plus we got thorns up on me. I mean, I think I wasted fate there. I could have just sat with the thorns. But oh well. There's the dots up again on the warrior. So we still have thorns on cooldown. So for right now, we're just dotting everything up. I used Void Eruption, so I'm in Void form now, so I'm doing increased damage. There goes the Warrior. Warrior's doing his thing. And my Boomkin, he's just free casting because he's out in the open. I just go ahead and kite everything, and he dies from dots. And there we go. With the Druid root, but he just gets out of it because he's a Druid. He's slowed, he can shapeshift, but he doesn't want to. He's just rotting away with the dots, Mind Blasting, and doing all my fun damage. Mind Flay, Shadowy Apparitions, my dots. Boomkin's dragging him back into my line again. I purged his safeguard there, or whatever he had. And he just Shadow Word Death and he dies. This one going up against a Demon Hunter and a Windwalker Monk. So it's a healing monk. We get Leg Swept. I trinketed the Leg Sweep. I'm trying to get my dots up on everyone. Boomkin's just free casting at this point. I'm taking all the damage. I got my Verse procs. I got Fade. I got, you name it. Shadow Priests are pretty hard to kill initially, right? When they have all their cooldowns. And if you have a Verse Trinket or a Verse Corruption, I kind of messed up there. I lined him. But I decided to bring him back. I swapped him, right? I think I messed up on the swap too. But at this point, we're just doing damage, really. I mean, the Demon Hunter's dead, but I gotta kite the monk a little bit. So the monk's coming after me. I silence him. That way he doesn't, like, if he wants to heal or something. Dragged him into the solar beam. That way he can't do anything when he's in the solar beam. Stunned him. Using my dots on him. He has the other dots. I'm purging his safeguard shield, so now he's taking all the damage. And now he's going to Shadow Word Death, and we win. Double Demon Hunter. They're annoying. They just want to run behind the pillar. They probably could have killed us if they just ran right in. But they want to line of sight us behind the pillar. So I left my Shadow Word Pain up. and then whenever I crit, I get a shadow operation, and it just does damage to them. Throwing up Power Word Shield, trying to get my Vampiric Touch, but of course they line of sight. One of them charges at me, throws his Fell Blade. He jumps back. He doesn't want to fight. Don't know why. They probably could kill us if they just rushed in and didn't even give us a chance to think. I stunned him, doing damage. He has Eye Beam. I threw Maledict. That way he doesn't have any self-healing. And just doing damage. Instant Mind Blast, Void Bolts, Dots. He's dead soon. He has his dodge thing up. The Boomkin, he's just throwing his Star Surges and his other dots at him. And he's going to die here. Mind controlled. I probably could have killed the Demon Hunter there, but I didn't. I feared. Throwing my dots, doing damage. Void Eruption. One of them's dead. Void Bolt. Stunned him. That way I'm going to win anyways. This Demon Hunter can't kill me. He stuns me. I'm sitting in Disperse. Cutting him away. I win. Going against an Arms Warrior, Paladin. Arms Warriors are pretty easy to kill, unless they have like full-on versatility gear and corruption procs. Versatility just reduces your damage taken and increases your damage done. So it's a bit of a pain. But as you can see, we're just kiting the warrior. There's a lot of upfront damage there from the Boomkin. He has a Star Surge again. He's dead. Now the Paladin's still trying to kill me. They have Disperse up. I'm just trying to stay in the Druid's line of sight. And I don't have Fade. I don't have anything right now. I got the Master Spell for his bubble. Threw up his dots. He's going to die. Shadow or Death. Got the Warrior and Holy Paladin again. We pretty much just destroy this Warrior. We got dots out. We got no dots on the Warrior. But the Druid, he's just free casting like crazy. We got a Solar Beam there. Warrior's trying to live. Paladin's doing whatever he's doing. He got cycloned. He's not playing I noticed he's not playing the full-on sack, meaning he's only taking 70% reduced damage. So he dies through sack. Just Massive Spell, the bubble. He's going to die. That's it. We win. Purge his Safeguard. Going up against a Warrior and a Disc Priest. So he's stunned right away. That way I can get my dots up. Just changing cooldowns. I mean, we have a pretty short cooldown on my stun anyways. So the games don't last that long. They last maybe like 60 seconds. We had a Cyclone on the Disc Priest. Warrior's dying, trying to line him from the Priest. Hopefully he gets a clone. He throws him against the wall. I feared him. Got my dots up. This guy pretty much almost dies here. We got too much damage going. Got a Shadow Mend. Got a Penance. Shadow or Death is up. He should die. Yep, there it is. He had just popped his Rapture too. It wasn't soon enough. And he still tries to win. I don't know why. He's going to die. Between Star Surge and my stuff. Alright, another warrior. We're versing a lot of warriors here. Got another Holy Paladin too. Pretty much just got to be quick at this one. So he's Blade Storming. Just kiting him around. Gives me a chance to throw up some dots. Doing some damage. I think I get kicked. Pop Void Form. And I Disperse here. I save my Fade. Druid's still at full health. I don't want to swap him and screw him over. Here's the Paladin. I wanted a Master Spell there to get his bubble. I thought he was going to bubble. Well, he did bubble. I'm just kiting the Warrior at this point while the Druid's free casting on him. I got kicked. So I have Fade still. I can stun him. Remember I used it in the beginning. So I got another Fade. Or it's like a core, not Fade. got Dispel the Dots, and the Paladin got Feared. Enraged Regen, so I can't fear him. I have Fear on cooldown anyways. I got Storm Bolted. I got Silence the Paladin. He has Hand of Sacrifice up, meaning the warrior's taking no damage or reduced damage. I got kicked. Trying everything here. I had my Safeguard Trinket procced. Shadow Word Deaths. Instant cast Mind Blast. Void Bolt. Dead. Well, the guy's in a clone. And he just leaves. Alright, I got a G-Pie. Got the Druid over here. Got a good amount of pressure. Gotta silence him maybe. Casting his Greater Pyro. He casted 1 on me. He has all his instant cast, but yeah, the Druid died. I still have Disperse, but I used Swap instead because he had full health. He's just trying to win. I don't know why. Stunned him right in the line. Popped Siphene, popped all my stuff. He's dead.